Segueing from our previous tutorial with if statements, we're going to talk about the else statement now. So, as I said before, in the previous tutorial, the code within the if statement is executed if the condition is true, if this statement here is true. Now, if it's false, we have the else statement. So let's write that. Else, it's written like this, else, colon, and your code indented as in the if statement. Let's say if it's not equal to hello or hi, we're going to say some sort of like curt reply with hey. Alright, so I changed the passerby speech to say nothing. So obviously it's not hello or hi anymore, and it's going to be, this condition is going to be false. So let's build this, and as you see, we got hey. So as you can see, else, any code within the else statement is printed out, which means the condition was false. Alright, and as with the if statement, indentation applies to the else statement. So let's make some new if statements right here. So let's delete everything here. Alright, let's say we have if 5 less than 7, oops, I forgot the shift, 5 less than 7. We're going to indent here. We forgot the colon. If, indent, if again, let's say 5 greater than 6. Then we indent again. Remember, in Python, we have to indent for each new statement. So this print I'm going to print out right now, I'm going to type right now, applies to the second if statement. So let's say we're going to write 5 greater than 6. And let's build that. And as you can see, nothing was printed out because the indentation we see here has no other conditions in it, no else statements. So first, it checks this, which is true. And since that's true, it checks this statement, which is false. And so there is no false, like nothing to do when it's false, so it's just left blank and there's no result printed. So in order to have a statement when it's false, we use else. So let's say I wrote else like this. And when this condition is not true, we want print 5 less than or equal to 6. And we're going to build this. And as you can see, we got the same result as before. That's because we didn't indent the else statement properly. So we have to have if and else statements with matching indentations. So let's do that right now. So let's indent this else to be paired up with this second if statement, and we do this here. Indent properly. As you can see, it looks orderly and it has a logical flow. So let's build this now. And as you can see, it printed this second line of code. It printed the second statement, as you can see here. That's because we indented properly. Moving on, we can also do this in a block of code. We can have several else statements. So let's say we have this whole thing right here, if, else, and then we have on the outside of that, this is just an example. You can do this with variables, you can do this with larger, more complex conditions, and so on. So say we have else here, and we're going to say, I don't know, print not true. This is just an example for the sake of the example. So let's change this to 5 greater than 7 now. And let's build that. So as you can see, the indentation of the if statement matches the indentation of the else statement, as you can see here. So as you can see, that pretty much concludes this tutorial. Tune in next time.